Good afternoon. I have a confession to make. I have been neglecting this place for far too long. I don't know. I guess I've just been enjoying the summer, while it's here. The nice weather and what have you. But man, I have a lot to do that I just haven't been doing. I'll admit it. I am a slacker. And today is about time I get caught up on some things that I've been slacking on. Let's start with this over here. I've been telling you guys for probably months now that I do plan on getting some more gravel in here. But this is a problem. I need to trim these down. These suckers, they're growing everywhere where there's kind of a stump poking out. But yeah, I definitely need to get those whippersnipped. I do need to get more gravel in here to cover up all these stumps so this isn't happening all the time. The problem being, I have a family member who brings the gravel with his truck, and right now the hoist to the truck is broken, so that's why I haven't been able to get any gravel in here. Sure, I could call a company to do it, but we know then that you'd also get charged for the service and not just the gravel and the gas. And I don't want to do that, so I'll wait, and hopefully the hoist will be fixed before winter and we'll get a little more gravel in here. I've got all this grass too, so I don't know what's happening there, why it's all going in just this one strip here. It's kind of weird. But I think there's some sort of natural concoction you can make with vinegar, dish soap, and maybe lemon juice to spray your weeds and kill them off, because I'm going along all the time and just plucking weeds out, and yeah, ain't nobody got time for that. If I can show you, it's definitely way worse at the end of the driveway here. This is pretty much all grass. Right at the end, you've got all this grass. Yeah, but I definitely don't want to get a bunch of gravel in here just to cover up this little bit of grass and whatnot, because that would cost a fortune. Believe it or not, gravel is actually pretty expensive. Thankfully, I live pretty close to 2 different gravel pits, so it's not overly that far from me, but it is $100 a load. And you probably wouldn't know it, but just this area alone, the entire driveway, this area that was expanded 2 years ago maybe now? Not sure. No, just last year. That was just last year. All of this underneath the camper, that's over $1,000 of gravel just right there, so getting a few more loads in, obviously, it adds up. All right, enough talking. Let's get this gone. Well, that looks a little better, minus the mess of leaves there are to clean up. But yeah, this right here is the culprit. Anytime you've got stumps sticking up, you're gonna probably have those suckers. Got smacked in the face a few times there, so it's always good to have your eye protection on. Not a bad idea to wear pants too, but I'm not always that smart. Next on the list, I'm really getting tired of this stuff being in the center here, so anyway, my plan today is to fill this thing up with water and Javex. I just want to make sure it's good and cleaned out. It has been sprayed out. I think there was some food grade oil in this before. But if I can fill it up with water and some Javex and let that soak in there a few days, just make sure it's good and clean before it's used. The last time I was talking to my dad, actually, he said that he was starting to build a tower for this thing. so we can finally get it back behind the camper there and get it all set up. But yeah, today we're just going to fill it up, and I'm actually going to be able to see how many of these barrels it's going to take to fill this. I'm assuming 4. Yeah, 4 of those, but we'll soon find out. I've also got to get rid of you, Goosely McGee, because you didn't even do your job. Hilbert was not scared of you one bit. Anyway, I have at least 1 rain barrel full of water that I can transfer into this thing, and then I'll just have to go get a few more barrels to fill the rest of this up. But we had some rain the other day, let me tell you. I'll roll a clip of the rain that we had right now. This is why I'm glad I have a roof on the camper. Sheesh. Well, I just took the cover off. Doesn't look that dirty in there at all. But on the bottom, you can kind of see, you know, whatever was in here before. Maybe that was oil. But it does have a bit of a smell. So water and some Javex in this thing will probably do it some good for a few days anyway. Other than that, it's really quite clean. Yeah. Like I said, just a bit of a smell. I don't even know what the smell is. Okay, well, when I said Javex, I really just meant bleach, which is what this is. Let me try to get right up in here. Oh yeah. Oh geez. I'm just gonna pour the whole thing in, I guess. I mean, what's it gonna hurt, right? I don't know. There. Well, this will take a little while. Word of advice, make sure you have this closed before you try to fill it. See what I'm saying about all these little weeds? Drive me crazy. But yeah, you guys, so far the plan is to get this thing up and behind the camper, elevated on a tower, diverting the rain gutter water to it, and yeah, just having another gravity fed system, but without the smaller barrels. I might get a whole summer out of one of these puppies if I'm really conservative, you think? I mean, provided that every time it rains, the water's gonna go directly in there. I might not have to ever go fill it if we get enough rain, but chances of that might be a little slim. Another thing I need to do is get rid of these chairs. They're a little worse for wear, you can tell. But check this out. I mean, this is disintegrating. Put those out by the garbage box, and yeah, probably get a couple more camp chairs. I guess that's why you don't leave them out in the rain, because they just slowly rot. We're getting somewhere, guys. It's gonna be a little bit yet. Well, since that's gonna be a bit of a wait, let's just yeah. Yeah. Mr. Goosely McGee doesn't like beer, or I would offer, but okay, for a little perspective, that's 1 full barrel of water, one of these size barrels. 60 gallon, 55 gallon, something like that. So, holy, 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, it might take 5 of those to fill this, perhaps. I guess we'll see. I'm on the second one now. This thing's hella dirty, by the way. I really need to clean it off, but 500. We're halfway there, and we're about 2.5 barrels in. There, got all the hummingbird feeders refilled with some sugar water. Hopefully that'll keep them happy. Time to set this thing up as well. I think I have to turn it until it clicks so that the mosquito repellent will come out of here. Yeah, I really need to learn how to follow instructions. I don't know, it says rotate torch collar to the right until indicator line points to on. The gas will begin to flow. There's literally nothing here that says on. Nothing. So, kind of confused, but hey, I've got a lantern. Might not have mosquito repellent, but I've got a lantern. Yeah, something to look at another day, I guess. I mean, if I can get this working though, I guess this is the best place for it really, because I don't want to be eaten alive by mosquitoes while I'm trying to barbecue. Okay, after what felt like an all-day event, the tote is finally full of water. I think what I'm going to do is get another big container of bleach, maybe tomorrow, and dump that in, because whatever was in here before, I mean, I'm still smelling it when I, you know, poke my nose over this thing. So, definitely going to add more bleach to this thing and probably leave it set for a few days and hope that that helps clean whatever was in there. So yeah, it took more than 4 of those barrels to fill this thing. 4 1/4 maybe. Let's just see how much battery we have left after pumping 4 barrels of water into this thing all day. 12.66. Well, that's not bad at all. After a day of finally getting back on track with a few things around here, I think it's safe to say that a barbecued meal is well deserved. Cheers, everybody.